The Black Friday sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram through the month of November. The crew at Acres have special deals, extra incentives, and rebates too on all new vehicles on the lot. New 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees, Compasses, and Wranglers, 2025 Dodge Durangos, new Chrysler Pacificas, and new 2025 Ram pickups. And the savings include all the remaining new 2024 inventory as well. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood during the Black Friday sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg. The Black Friday sales event is...
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Alrighty. We are live at South Decatur High School. Zach Luttle here with the special guest this evening, Seth Galt. Seth, how are we doing tonight?
Zach, I'm doing great. How about you, brother?
Not too bad, not too bad. Looking forward to another season of Cougar basketball here.
Yes, absolutely. I couldn't agree with you on that statement more.
Yeah, and it's a little odd because, I took the fall off from broadcasting football, and now I'm getting ready to shake off the rust here on the first game of the season for the boys. So
absolutely, you're right on that.
We got a pregame sponsor here, Hillbilly Corner. Hillbilly Corner is a family-owned farmers market located on Highway 46, just past Forest Hill and before Pumphrey's Hill to the left. It's a bright red building you can't miss. Hours are Tuesday through Saturday, 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Hillbilly Corner offers deli, meat, and cheese, sandwiches, and the best super premium ice cream, along with a daily lunch combo deal at a great price. Pick up your fresh produce and loads of other items. Stop in and check them out. Hillbilly Corner, a little bit of everything at the bottom of the hill.
And also, we want to also thank our Platinum and Trio sponsors here tonight. Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive, Decatur County Recycling, and Buy Right Auto. Those are your Platinum sponsors here tonight. Also, our Trio sponsors this evening, sponsored by Walters Tire, Batesville Chrysler Dodge and Jeep, and Hamilton Tebby Law Offices in Greensburg.
So, Seth, let's talk about the roster change for South this year.
Yes.
I mean, wow, you lost a lot last year. You lost your leading scorer, Jacob Scruggs.
Yep.
You got Drake Skaggs and Lucas Ballard, and you have Aiden Bryant and Tayden Traylor. That Tayden and Aiden both kind of split the JV varsity.
Right.
So you really only have two returning starters last year.
Yes, and Lucas Ballard is coming off of an injury toward the middle of the season last year after he tore his Achilles tendon.
Right.
So he's one of the boys that I'm looking forward to seeing, not just tonight, but throughout the entire season, to see how his progress goes and hopefully doesn't re-aggravate that injury once again.
Right. And I do want to mention, too, you have to bear with us here. We are down lower, so it's going to be hard to get gameplay in along with the scoreboard. So we have to angle the camera down to the court so you guys can get that action. But we'll do our best to try to keep you updated on the score. I'm kind of interested to see how this year goes. I mean, I haven't really checked out much of the schedule, but
right.
I do know for a fact I've seen that I believe Scottsburg is no longer on the schedule.
Yes, there's a few other schools that's not on our schedule too. We don't play South Dearborn anymore. We don't play any of the really big 3A schools anymore. The only 3A school that we have on our schedule now is just Greensburg.
Right.
We picked up, I believe we picked up Madison Christian. We picked up Shaw Memorial again. There's another school that we picked up in there somewhere. I can't remember who it is. I'll have to take a look at the schedule here while we're getting things going tonight. But we're excited. There's a couple of players that I'm interested too in seeing that's on our roster this year. A couple of names that I'm not familiar with. Carson Templeton. He's a junior. He's a 6'3" junior. I believe he'll be one of the starters tonight. And then also as well, Braden Smith, another player that hasn't played much for South Decatur. He's on the roster too this year. So I'm excited to see how those two will play, as well as the entire rest of the team. South Decatur is playing Trinity Lutheran tonight, so it is the battle of the Cougars here tonight.
I bet you $100 a Cougar wins tonight.
I was going to put $250 on the line, but hey, $100 works for me. So it's Trinity Lutheran, South Decatur, battle of the Cougars here tonight. We are looking down on the court. You see the officials talking to our head coaches. We'll talk, speaking of coaches, you and I were talking about it just before the start of the broadcast here tonight. Josh Terwilliger is our new head coach this year for the boys.
Yes. And I don't really know much. I mean, I've talked to him, and I know he's coached in Ohio.
Yep.
But obviously different because don't get me wrong. I think in Ohio they have a shot clock.
I believe so.
So I mean, going from coaching at schools that have shot clocks to schools
a state that don't have the shot clock rule implemented yet,
it makes a difference.
Now, it's funny you say that because, I've talked to some people, and I do see Indiana going to a shot clock in the next few years. A lot of schools are implementing it now, so.
That would be interesting to see, especially with some of the schools that are, not dominant or as skilled as some other schools in basketball.
Right.
When, you just hate to see it if a shot clock's implemented and they can't run their offense and they're just getting shot clock violations every possession down. It's hard to get confidence that way.
Right. And also we do want to let everyone know, unfortunately, the South Decatur JV boys unfortunately lost tonight 54-15 over Trinity Lutheran. It went into a running clock situation about halfway through the third quarter. So unfortunately, JV boys start off 0-1 on the season. And Trinity Lutheran, they pick up the win in the JV game. They were led by Logan Shetman, who is a 6'3" sophomore. I'm interested in seeing what Trinity Lutheran starters are going to be, considering the fact, as we were looking at the roster earlier, they have one kid that's a 6'4". I believe he'll probably be the starting center. And then they also have a 6'3" forward, Cade Gillespie. So it'll be interesting to see what Trinity Lutheran brings out to the floor, but I'm interested in seeing what South brings to the floor as well.
Yeah, and, this is always the last, we've had them on the schedule 6-7 years.
If not longer than that.
Every game between them has been good.
Yeah.
I mean, including going back to my senior year, when we won the sectional.
Yes.
I mean, we got into a shootout with them. I think it was 98-96 that we won.
Last year, South defeated Trinity Lutheran on their home floor, 71-68 last year.
Yeah.
So
it'll be interesting.
I do want to mention, though, too, even though we're doing a boys game tonight, I do want to mention the varsity girls team. They defeated Milan last night by a final of 37-34 at Milan last night. So the Lady Cougars are 4-3 on the season. Those of you that are wondering how the girls have been doing so far this year. In my opinion, yes, they should have beaten North, but North was able to get the win in the Civil War game last Saturday, 41-39. So, girls are looking decent. Could be better. Could definitely be a lot worse, but I'm interested in seeing how they're going to do the rest of the season. Of course, me being on the PA for the girls for most of the season, I get to see them play every game of the year. So
right. So we got about
7.5 minutes or so. We do want to let everyone know that our school sponsors tonight are H&R Block, and for South Decatur sponsor, Globe Asphalt is our sponsor as well. And also our free throw sponsor tonight is sponsored by By-Right Auto. And our first quarter sponsor, we'll get that here in a little bit, sponsored by Malone Staffing. It's Malone Staffing Solutions. First quarter, first in the job search, that's the goal. Malone Staffing. And with that, we've got about 7 minutes left before we get things going. We'll have the starting lineups, national anthem, all that fun stuff. So we're going to take a couple minutes to get resituated, and we'll be right back after this timeout.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
They've got some tire deals going on at Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg. Right now, get up to $200 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And the harvest is underway. Farmers, don't let tire problems slow you down. The Goodyear service trucks come to you to get production up and rolling again. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
And we are back live here at South Decatur Junior Senior High School, just outside of Westport, Indiana. We've got 5 minutes to go before we get things going at national anthem, starting lineups, and all that fun stuff. It's Trinity Lutheran and South Decatur. I'm Seth Galt, Zach Weddle here with me. And as you see, Trinity Lutheran, you might be able to see on your screens if you're watching this on YouTube tonight. If you're not, you can just listen to us here on the radio. Or if you're not listening, or however you want to do it, just make sure you listen to us tonight. I also do want to let everyone know WTRE Radio has the Greensburg North Decatur game tonight. So if you're not wanting to listen to the South game, which we hope you are, if not, you've got Greensburg and North Decatur playing against each other tonight.
We also got Trinity Lutheran. This is a different color scheme that I've never seen before. They got the grays and blues. I'm used to them having the blue and white with a little bit of yellow.
Yes, that might be a little trouble for us, possibly. I don't think they will be. It is a different color scheme for Trinity Lutheran. Of course, South Decatur in their normal home whites with the maroon letters.
And again, if you're just tuning in, our table is down lower. We are behind the scorers table, so it's going to be hard to get the scoreboard and gameplay at the same time. So we'll do our best to update you the best we can as the game goes on. We're just at about 3:40 to go here before national anthem and starting lineups. And, first game of the season, it's hard to really talk about stuff because you don't have anything to talk about because almost everybody is playing their first game tonight, unless obviously you're those teams that are at state. Your teams are not playing right now. So, it's going to be, everybody bear with us here. It's going to be knocking off the rust here, especially for Seth.
Yeah.
Me, it's been a while. So,
yeah, for those of you wondering, if you're wondering where Jim is at tonight, he couldn't be here with us tonight. So I had the inevitable task of trying to do play-by-play tonight, which is the first time I've done, as I was telling you, Zach, earlier, in 7, almost 8 years. So, so it's going to be interesting to see how things turn out for us tonight. Hopefully things turn out good, win or lose. I think we'll have a good broadcast tonight.
Yeah.
Don't you think?
I do. We're at about 2:25. Seth, you want to go over the starting lineups?
Absolutely. So we have the starting lineups for both teams for both Cougar teams. We'll start off with Trinity Lutheran. They will be starting a 6'1" guard, number 1, Hudson Lang. At the second guard position, they'll start a 6' sophomore, number 23, Braxton Sinclair. Starting at the third guard position will be a 6'1" sophomore, number 14, Bo Brooks. And at the 2-4 positions, we'll call it 1 forward and a senior. We mentioned these two names earlier. Zach, the 6'3" senior, starting at 1 forward, Cade Gillespie. And starting at center, 6'4" sophomore, number 5, Gage King. So those are your starting 5 for the Trinity Lutheran Cougars. On the flip side of things, starting for the South Decatur Cougar side, starting at 1 guard, 6'3" junior, number 1, Carson Templeton, one of the names we mentioned that is playing for South Decatur for the first time. Starting at the second guard position, a name that has been familiar with South Decatur basketball the last couple of years, 6' guard, number 11, Drake Skaggs, a junior. At the third guard position, a 5'10" sophomore, 14, Aiden Bryant. And starting at the forward positions, a 6' junior, number 4, Grady Scudder, and back from injury from last season, number 33 is senior Lucas Ballard. Those are your starting 5 for the South Decatur Cougars. We have less than a minute to go before the national anthem and starting lineup. So what we will do, we will take a couple-minute break while we get the national anthem and starting lineups over, and we'll be back with first quarter action right after this timeout.
The Black Friday sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram through the month of November. The crew at Acres have special deals, extra incentives, and rebates too on all new vehicles on the lot. New 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees, Compasses, and Wranglers, 2025 Dodge Durangos, new Chrysler Pacificas, and new 2025 Ram pickups. And the savings include all the remaining new 2024 inventory as well. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood during the Black Friday sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy-Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy-Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy-Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturday.
And we are back live here at South Decatur High School, getting ready to have the starting lineups, which what we're going to do, we're going to do something a little different. We're going to send it down to our public address announcer, Matt Deal, for the starting lineups.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet tonight's starting lineups. First, for the visiting Trinity Lutheran Cougars. For Trinity, starting in one guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 1, Hudson Lang. Also in guard, a 6'1" sophomore, number 14, Bodie Brooks. At the third guard, a 6' sophomore, number 23, Braxton Sinclair. Starting at one forward, a 6'4" sophomore, number 5, Gage King. And at the other forward, a 6'3" senior, number 40, Kate Gillespie. Trinity is coached by Mike Lang. And now, Cougar fans, get on your feet for your South Decatur Cougar. For your Cougars, starting in one guard, a 6' junior from Wyalusing Creek, Indiana, number 11, Drake Skaggs. Also in guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Greensboro, Indiana, number 14, Aiden Bryant. Starting as one forward, a 6'3" junior from Wyalusing Creek, Indiana, number 1, Carson Templeton. Also at forward, a 6' junior from Millhausen, Indiana, number 4, Grady Scudder. And at the third forward, a 6'3" senior from Greensboro, Indiana, number 33, Lucas Ballard. Your Cougars are coached by Josh Terwilliger.
And we are getting ready to go. We do want to let everyone know, if you see the zebra stripes on the court here tonight, your officials tonight, the man in the middle, Ben Wilkerson, Brian Humphrey is on our left, and Justin Hall right here on the right-hand side. Those are your officials here tonight. Glad to have them here, even if they do make bad calls every once in a while. Right, Zach?
Right.
Here we go. Looks like it's going to be Lucas tipping for the Cougars for South Decatur. And it'll be Cade Gillespie tipping off for Trinity Lutheran. As we mentioned, South Decatur in their white and maroon trim. Trinity Lutheran in their gray and blue trim. South Decatur wins the tip. And here we go. Drake Skaggs with the ball dribbling up the floor. And jump stop, gives it to Carson Templeton. Down low to Aiden Bryant, back deep for three. Carson for three, no good, off the rim. Rebounded by Brooks for Trinity Lutheran. Number 1, Lang with the ball. He will shoot the ball at the free throw line, no good. Line out of bounds, last touch by Trinity Lutheran. South Decatur will get the ball back. 7:33 remaining in the first quarter, still no score. Drake Skaggs will inbound to Templeton. Skaggs will bring the ball up the floor. Gillespie will defend Skaggs. Looks like South Decatur is going to run a 4-man deep offense. Bryant with the ball. Back to Drake Skaggs. Drake's double teamed to Templeton. Lucas Ballard with the ball first time. Aiden Bryant will shoot for three. No good, off the front of the rim. Rebounded by Lucas Ballard and will be fouled. And that foul will go on Gage King. It'll be his team's first of the first quarter. Lucas Ballard will be shooting free throws, and our free throw sponsor brought to you by
Ride Auto. And I'm going to chime in as much as I can, but since I'm working camera, but that was a good offensive rebound by Lucas.
Yes, it was. First free throws up and good for Lucas Ballard. His first points back and after an injury last season.
It was good for him, too, to go up like that off the rebound, go up strong.
And as he shoots, second one's up, and it's good. South Decatur leads 2-0, 7:11 to go, the first quarter. Not a backcourt violation. 23 is Sinclair. Misses off the board. Rebound. King with the ball. He shoots a little floater. No good. Rebound by Gillespie. Back out to Sinclair. To Brooks. Back to King. Inside to Hudson Lang within the layup. Luke Drake Skaggs with the ball. 2-2 early in this one. Templeton back to Ballard. Looks for a shot, no good. Turns the ball over. King with the steal. Sinclair brings the ball up. Lang with the ball. Takes it inside. Back to King, excuse me. To Brooks. To Sinclair. Inside to Gillespie. Grady Scudder, we've got a foul. That's going to be on Grady Scudder, be his first Cougars for South Decatur, team first of the quarter.
And that's going to be a matchup that I look for Trinity to try to take advantage of, is Gillespie at 6'4", being guarded by Grady Scudder.
And he's only 5'11", 6 foot tall. Inbounded to Brooks. Brooks takes it to the left wing to Sinclair. Sinclair takes a dribble, gives it to Hudson Lang. Back to Sinclair, back to Brooks. And goes to the free throw line. King with the ball. Inside, Drake Skaggs tries to steal, no good. Back to Lang. He shoots a layup, a little floater, and that one is good. 4-2. Carson Templeton will dribble, pass it to Aiden Bryant. Back to Templeton. He fakes a shot, goes inside to Lucas Ballard. He shoots from the corner, deep three, no good. Rebounded by Hudson Lang, touched out of bounds. And Trinity Lutheran will get the ball back.
Looks like we have a little bit of three-quarter court press here for South Decatur.
Hudson Lang with the ball, back to Brooks. To Sinclair, back to Brooks, back to Hudson Lang. Drake Skaggs looks for a steal, couldn't get it. Brooks for three, no good. And Carson Templeton with the rebound for the Cougars for South Decatur. Drake Skaggs will look inside. Fake shot, no good. Back to Carson Templeton, deep for three, and that one is good for Carson Templeton. That is
a Globe Asphalt three-pointer.
There you go. 5-4, South Decatur with an early lead. Sinclair for a shot, it's a two. Sinclair for Trinity Lutheran with a two-point shot. Inside to Lucas Ballard. Last touch by Trinity Lutheran. One thing you know about boys basketball, you have a faster paced game action than you do with the girls.
Yes.
Carson Templeton will inbound to Aiden Bryant. Bryant is defended by Sinclair. Bryant passes back to Templeton. Templeton looks inside for Grady Scudder. Stolen by Gillespie. Lang to Brooks. Lang will shoot a three. No good for Trinity Lutheran. Gillespie with his own rebound. Sinclair to King. King passes inside to Lang, and he's fouled and one. Hudson Lang with the bucket and a foul. Aiden Bryant with the foul. That'll be his first.
His first. Team second basket and a foul for Trinity, number one, Hudson Lang. He'll have one shot at the line.
Hudson Lang will shoot one here from the free throw line. And the shot is up, and it is good, nothing but net. Lucas Ballard will inbound to Drake Skaggs. Skaggs will walk it up, jog a little bit, up the floor. He's guarded by Brooks. 9-5 during this first quarter. Drake Skaggs takes it inside off the rim, no good. Rebounded by Brooks. Loses the ball, turned over. Stolen by Carson Templeton. Drake Skaggs with the ball. He turns it over. Back to Gillespie for Trinity Lutheran. King will dribble the ball up, hand it to Sinclair. Sinclair takes it inside. Spin move, no good. Back inside to Gillespie. King gets the shot. Three-point shot. It is good. We have an official's timeout. Nope, we have a timeout. South Decatur. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
And we're back here at South Decatur High School. South Decatur trails 12-5 here with less than 4 minutes to go in the first quarter. Drake Skaggs brings the ball up the floor. He's looking for an open man. Passes it to Lucas Ballard at the top of the key. He'll take it to Aiden Bryant. He dribbles it inside the three-point line to Templeton. Templeton back to Drake Skaggs. Skaggs will take it inside. Jump stop. Might have gotten away with the travel. Gets his own rebound. Misses underneath. And gets fouled underneath. I believe that'll be on Gage King. If it is, it might be a second.
Yes, that is his second foul.
It is on Gage King. That's his second personal. Team second. Drake Skaggs will be shooting 2 from the line. And Isaac Darledge is getting ready to come in for Trinity Lutheran. First shot is up. And no good on the free throw line as Isaac Darledge now comes in for Gage King, who picked up his second foul early in this one. Drake's got one more from the free throw line. That is a free throw is up and good for Drake Skaggs. 12-6, Trinity Lutheran. 3.5 to go in quarter number 1. Darledge will bring the ball up, back to Brooks. To the left wing, back to Sinclair. Now passes it to the right wing to Hudson Lang. Hudson Lang takes a couple dribbles, back to Darledge. Darledge passes it to Gillespie. Gillespie will bring it up, and that is a foul and one for Gillespie for Trinity Lutheran. Foul is going to be on Grady Scudder. That's his second personal, team's third for South Decatur. Gillespie will shoot 1 from the line. Team foul situation. South Decatur 3, Trinity Lutheran 2. Free throw is up and good for Trinity Lutheran. 15-6. 3 minutes to go in quarter number 1. Drake Skaggs will jog the ball up the floor and passes it to the left wing to Aiden Bryant. Bryant looks for Carson Templeton. He's got the ball right now. He passes it inside to Drake Skaggs. It's turned over. Stolen by Gillespie. Darledge passes it to Lang. Lang passes to Brooks. Back to Lang. Now back to Darledge. Darledge looks outside to Sinclair. In and out on the 3. And Gillespie will rebound the ball and get the bucket. 17-6. 2:30 left to go in the first quarter. Drake Skaggs with the ball on the right wing. Passes it to Aiden Bryant. On the left wing outside, Carson Templeton. Close to the top of the key, passes it to Bryant into the corner. Fakes a shot, no good. And ball inside. We have a jump ball. Possession there is going to go to Trinity Lutheran. Trinity Lutheran takes the ball. 2:15 left in the first quarter. Trinity Lutheran leads 17-6. Inbounded to Hudson Lang. Back to Brooks. Brooks will bring the ball up the floor. Looks like South's running a 3-2 zone. Back to Sinclair, back to Hudson Lang at the top of the key. Sinclair on the left corner for 3, no good off the rim, rebounded by Aiden Bryant. He will take it down the floor, stops inside the key. Carson Templeton will shoot a 3, no good. Rebounded, no rebound there. Last touch by Trinity Lutheran. South Decatur will get the ball back. Jake Holland into the game for Trinity Lutheran for the first time in this one. 1:46 to go in the first quarter. All 10 players stacked. Templeton inbounds to Lucas Ballard on the corner. Passes it to Aiden Bryant on the wing. Carson Templeton, we got a foul. That will be on Hudson Lang, his first, be team's third.
And Trinity Lutheran playing very aggressive.
Yes.
So far in this game.
Sometimes you have to come out that way, especially if you want to get an early lead like they have right now. 1:39 and counting down here in the first quarter. 17-6 to score. Templeton inside to Grady Scudder. Looks inside, little 4-footer, no good, nothing but air. Darledge with the rebound, passes it to Sinclair. Down to Lang. Sinclair on the corner. Lang with the ball at the wing. Being guarded by Aiden Bryant. Sinclair on the corner, takes it inside. I believe that's 14. Nope. Yep, it is 14. Brooks. Pass it to Lang. Inside for three. No good. And out of bounds will be last touch by South Decatur. Trinity Lutheran will retain possession. 65 seconds, a minute and 5 to go in quarter number 1. Darledge will bring the ball out of bounds. Take the ball out of bounds, I should say. Looking for an open man. Got 5 seconds to get it in bounds. Takes it in. Brooks passes it to Sinclair. Sinclair passes it back to Darledge in the corner. Less than a minute to go in quarter number 1. Darledge back on the left wing, near the corner behind the three-point line. Looking for inside. Brooks to Lang. Sinclair to Lang, I should say. Back to Brooks. Ball back to Darledge. Darledge takes the dribble. Inside to Lang. Back outside to Brooks. Hudson Lang will bring it back. Top of the key. Back to Brooks. Inside to Holland. And we've got a turnover. Drake Skaggs turns the ball over. Carson Templeton brings the ball up the floor. Passes it to Grady Scudder. Back to Lucas Ballard. Drake Skaggs takes it inside. Passes it to Grady. And the shot is good for Grady Scudder. 17-8, 10 seconds to go in quarter number 1. 17-8 is the score. And it looks like Trinity Lutheran's going to go for one shot. Hudson Lang inside. Turn the ball over. We've got a foul. Hudson Lang will be called for a second personal with 2.3 seconds to go in quarter number 1. That's the second personal in the game. South Decatur's got to get the ball and take a quick shot real quick, don't they, Zach?
Yes, they do.
Lucas Ballard will inbound. Shot to Skaggs. He will shoot three-quarter court over the backboard and no good. That's the end of quarter number 1. Score, South Decatur 8, Trinity Lutheran with 17. We'll be back in about 60 seconds.
We'll keep it here, actually.
Let's keep it here.
We'll keep it here.
I do agree. That was your first quarter sponsored by Malone Staffing. We're getting ready to start the second quarter as your second quarter sponsored tonight, sponsored by Decatur County Memorial Hospital. The quality care you want close by. Same-day appointments now available. Call 812-222-DOCS. Again, second quarter sponsored by Decatur County Memorial Hospital.
Seth, Trinity Lutheran coming out very aggressive. I do want to talk about that. They are crashing the offensive boards. That it's like every time a shot goes up, there's 3 or 4 gray jerseys down there getting offensive rebound.
Yeah.
And South really struggling with the size disadvantage to get rebounds.
Yes.
And it's taken a toll on them to where they had to go to a 2-3 zone to try to stop that.
Right, exactly. You're exactly right. I think the height disadvantage for South Decatur. They'll have to find a different way to put the points on the board as South Decatur will have the ball to start the second quarter. Drake Skaggs has the ball, brings it up the floor, and passes it to the left wing to Lucas Ballard, back to Templeton at the top of the key. Drake Skaggs will take a look inside and gets away. No, he does not. He will get called for a traveling violation.
The toughest play in high school basketball is the hop step through.
Yes. Hudson Lang will bring the ball up the floor. South Decatur look like it's in a 1-3-1, maybe 2-3 zone. Sinclair to the corner. Back to Brooks, back to Darledge. Brooks will have the ball, passes it back to Hudson Lang. He shoots a deep 3, and it is good. Hudson Lang with a deep 3, 20-8 the score right now. 7:22 remaining in the first half. Aiden Bryant with the ball. He takes it inside with his left hand, passes it to Templeton. He gets it inside for 2. 20-10. Templeton, or I should say Bryant to Templeton for 2. Brooks passes it to Hudson Lang. He looks for 3. Can't get it. Brooks back at the top of the key. Back to Darledge on the right wing. Back to Brooks near the left corner. He shoots an open 3. No good. Rebounded by Templeton. Templeton will bring the ball up. He's going to try to take it all the way himself, and he does. Carson Templeton with a 2-point basket from coast to coast off the defensive rebound. Hudson Lang, he turns the ball over. Drake Skaggs steals it, and he will take the score. Drake Skaggs with 2 off the turnover. Lang brings the ball back up the floor for Trinity Lutheran to Darledge. Back to Brooks, back to Darledge. Hudson Lang looks for 3 again. Goes inside. Nice stop by Templeton. Back to Darledge, back to Sinclair. Brooks with the ball at the top of the key. Back to Sinclair. He's open for three. That shot is good. Sinclair with a three. 23-12. 6 minutes to go in the first half. Drake Skaggs with the ball now at the top of the key, looking for his open man. He will take the three ball himself. It's no good off the right side. Rebounded by Scudder. Templeton to Skaggs for two. Drake Skaggs with the nice shot underneath. 14-23. Brooks, or I should say, Brooks with the ball. Hudson Lang at the corner. Back to Brooks with the ball at the top of the key. Back to the corner in front of us. Almost a backcourt violation to Darledge. Hudson Lang to Brooks. Lang has the ball, looking for an open man. Down inside to Darledge. Back to Brooks. Lang with a deep three. That one is no good. Off of the front of the rim. No good. Trinity Lutheran will get the ball back, I believe. We actually have a timeout on the floor. It's a 30-second timeout for Trinity Lutheran. Let's take a quick break. We'll be right back after this.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
And we're back here on WTRE Radio on YouTube. Seth Galt, Zach Luddle here with you here at South Decatur High School. 5 minutes, 18 seconds to go in the first half. South Decatur trails 23-14. Hudson Lang will inbound the ball. Will get it to Darledge as he takes it to the top of the key. Back to Brooks. Brooks will dribble a couple times, gives it back to Darledge. Hudson Lang will take the ball back. And Brooks with the three, no good. Rebounded by Lucas Ballard. Lucas will pass it to Drake Skaggs. Skaggs passes it to Scudder, to Templeton. Aiden Bryant's got a wide open three. That one's no good off the front of the rim. Rebounded by King, who's back into the game. Brooks to Lang. Also back in, Gillespie for Trinity Lutheran back in. Loses it, gets the ball back, and will turn the ball over. Cougars will have the ball for South Decatur. Lincoln Wessel into the game for Trinity Lutheran for the first time. And now we got a couple substitutions for South Decatur as well. 15, Riker Martin. And number 2, Tayden Traylor into the game for the first time for South Decatur. As Drake will inbound to Traylor. Passes it back to Drake Skaggs. Skaggs will bring the ball up the floor. Lucas Ballard shoots a three. That one is good for a Globe Asphalt three for Lucas Ballard. 23-19 is your score. Lang with the ball. Back to Wessel. Gage King, 6'4", got the ball now down to Wessel in the corner. He dribbled the ball a couple times, brings it up to Gage King. He's got a deep three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Darledge for Trinity Lutheran. South could not get the rebound on that one. Darledge will take it to Gillespie. He will get it back to Darledge. Hudson Lang back with the ball inside to Gillespie. He will take a couple spin moves and will get the bucket. 25-19 the score, less than 4 minutes to go. Carson Templeton takes it inside for two. 25-21. Darledge with the ball for Trinity Lutheran. King with the ball. Now back to Lang. He shoots a deep three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Templeton. Templeton brings the ball up the floor. Passes it high to Lucas Ballard. He shoots another three. No good off the side of the rim. Rebounded by Gillespie. Darledge will pass it inside to Hudson Lang. He takes it inside for a bucket and a foul. Lang with the foul and one. Foul's going to be on Carson Templeton for South Decatur. That's his team's first of the second quarter. And Bo Brooks is back in for Trinity Lutheran. Lang will shoot one from the line.
I will say this has been a very, very fast-paced game.
And your score is 28-21 Trinity Lutheran. 3 minutes and 20 to go. Skaggs will bring the ball up the floor to Lucas Ballard at the volleyball line. We've got a timeout, South Decatur. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here.
Man, I'll tell you what. Since the first quarter, South stepped it up. I mean, that 2-3 zone, I think Trinity Lutheran is figuring it out, but it caught them off guard for a second because they didn't really know what to do, but they're slowly starting to figure it out. But South slowing them down because I think that Trinity likes when teams play man.
Yeah.
Because they can take advantage of the size differences.
Right.
So South's really trying to shut that down.
You're right on that, and I think too, a couple of turnovers have killed Trinity Lutheran there. That's why the lead's only a 7-point lead. So South Decatur staying with it here as they will inbound the ball after the timeout. Drake Skaggs with the ball, coming up the floor on the left wing above the 3. Lucas sets a screen, doesn't work. Drake Skaggs takes it inside, no good. Rebounded by Bo Brooks. Brooks will pass it to Hudson Lang. Lang fake with the 3, no good with a, excuse me. Lang with the ball to Lincoln Wessel. He's dead, and a turnover again. Lucas Ballard with the steal. Drake Skaggs will bring the ball up the floor. You'll hear that name a lot this year for South Decatur, Drake Skaggs. Carson Templeton with the ball. He looks inside to Riker Martin. Off of the leg of Brooks, back to Drake Skaggs. Lucas Ballard will reset things for the South. And Drake Skaggs will look to do the same. 2:25 in the first half remaining. South Decatur trails 28-21. Carson Templeton with the ball inside to Lucas Ballard. Lucas will take it to Drake Skaggs. He will take a little floater, and it's good. Drake Skaggs with the bucket. 2 minutes coming up. Remaining in the first half. South Decatur down by 5. Another turnover. Oh, not yet. Oh, we've got a foul. Almost a turnover, but we have a foul instead. And the players are urgently waiting to come in. Tayton Traylor getting the foul on that call. It's his first, team second for South Decatur in the second quarter. Grady Scudder and Aiden Bryant back in for South Decatur. And I believe it's 23. Braxton Sinclair's back in for Trinity Lutheran. Trinity Lutheran has the ball after the foul. Hudson Lang passes it to Brooks. Back to Lang. Back to the corner to Sinclair. Lang back to the other side to Brooks. Brooks looking to Brooks hits a 3. South's got to defend the 3 ball better. 31-23, 90 seconds to go in the first half. Skaggs to Templeton. Skaggs will get the ball back. He will look to reset the play for South Decatur. South Decatur not moving too much right now. There's an open Lucas Ballard. He takes it inside to Carson Templeton for 3. Off the front of the net, no good. Grady with the rebound. Skaggs with the layup, no good. Rebound by King. Trinity Lutheran. Lang with the ball. It's guarded by Aiden Bryant. Brooks to the corner to Sinclair. That's another 3 for Trinity Lutheran. And just like that, it's an 11-point lead. 34-23 with less than a minute to go in the first half. Aiden Bryant with the ball, takes it inside with the left. Lucas Ballard with a 3. Good for Globe Asphalt. 3 for the Cougars for South Decatur. 26-34. 41 seconds to go. Hudson Lang with the ball. Fakes a pass inside to Sinclair. Gets the ball back. Back to Sinclair. Inside to Gage King. And Gillespie with the shot. Trinity Lutheran's going to take a timeout. I believe it's a 30-second timeout. We'll find out here in just a second. It is a 30-second timeout. I think the one thing that's killing South right now, Zach, is the 3-point shot.
Yeah, and from the looks of it, I mean, Trinity Lutheran, they have all 5 of their guys that are on the floor at all times to shoot.
You know, they've only had a couple substitutions here in the first half, but so far they've had basically all 5 of their starters pretty much play for the entire first half.
Yeah.
With the exception of Gage King, who picked up 2 quick fouls there early in the first quarter.
Right. And they're slowly figuring out how to break that 2-3 zone because They're making their high posts and their low posts flash in and out.
Yep. 26 seconds to go. South Decatur trails 36-26. Drake Skaggs brings the ball up the floor. Could set up for one shot. Inside to Lucas Ballard. Back to Drake Skaggs. They will look for one shot. 10 seconds to go here in the first half. Drake Skaggs looking for somebody open. Shot to Aiden Bryant. No shot there. 2 seconds to go. Needs a shot up. Lucas Ballard for three. Off of the backboard off the right side. No good. That takes it to the end of the first half. Your score, South Decatur trails Trinity Lutheran 36-26. We'll be back in a couple of minutes with our halftime program after this timeout.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Fill those recycling containers. In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And we are back here on WTRE Radio on YouTube. It is halftime here at South Decatur High School. Your score, South Decatur trails Trinity Lutheran 36-26. And halftime tonight is brought your way by Stone's Farm Service, your Kubota dealer. Quality equipment so you can just go mow. Kubota and Stone's Farm Service on East Main Street in Greensburg, serving southeastern Indiana for over 30 years. Strong, stable, still Stones. Zach, first half, thoughts?
From my perspective, Seth, just from me being a coach and an athlete, first game is always the worst. Thank you, sir. First game is always the worst because you're getting all the rust out. You haven't really played much 5-on-5 since the summer because of the IHSA rules. Yeah. So it's getting the kinks out. And when you get the kinks out and you're trying to build chemistry, it's hard because you want to find out who fits well with who and who can't mesh with who.
Right.
So it's one of those things that as the season goes on, it'll get better, and you'll figure out and you'll find the groups that are the best together, and they will be the ones inevitably when it's crunch time and you need those points or you need that crucial defensive stop. Those will be the guys that are in. But it wasn't a bad half. I mean, you're down 10 at halftime.
No.
And you started the game, you were down, 17
You were
to
down
7?
17-6, something like that.
And you battled back, and you got it back down to 28-21. So you're right there. It's just you need a little bit extra.
Yeah.
You need something extra right there to get you over the hump.
Right.
And I think the second half, I think Coach T will make the right adjustment.
I believe so, too. And, the thing, South was actually down by 5 or 3 or 4, by 4 or 5 at one point, and then a couple of deep threes for Trinity Lutheran. That put him back into a double-digit lead. That's the thing, too. If South is able to defend the three-point shot better, I think that could help South turn things around. But at the same time, if they're able to stop the three and able to stop the scoring on the defensive side, they have to be able to execute on the other side of the floor, because if they can't, then there's no point in trying to win a ball game if you're not able to execute on. But if you can't execute on one end of the floor, 9 times out of 10 you're not going to be able to execute on the other side too.
Right, and I'm a firm believer behind my former coach Kendall Wildy. Phenomenal coach. He is a wizard. He knows how to put things together. He always told us basketball is a game of streaks and runs.
Yep.
When one team is on a run, it's inevitably going to run out.
Yep.
Then that's our time to go on a run.
Yes.
And, it seemed like that whole first quarter was Trinity Lutheran's run.
Right.
Second quarter, South Decatur made a run.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's just one of those things that you're down, but you can't let your head get to you. You still have to battle.
You're exactly. We do want to let everyone know, for South Decatur fans, a couple of games that are scheduled for next week. For the boys, South's next game is next Friday, December the 6th. It's at North Decatur for the Civil War Trophy. I mentioned the Civil War Trophy. Those of you that listened to the North-South girls game this past Saturday, man, I don't know your thoughts, but sitting at the scores table in front of us, man, I don't know if I'm happy for the girls that it was a good game. But at the same time, being a South Decatur boy, it hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It hurts, especially when you lose by only 2.
Right.
Those are the worst games, knowing it's a close game and basically the whole entire game, and you end up losing by that margin.
Yeah, 2-point losses are very sour because you feel like there's just one little play that just didn't go right.
Right.
And if that one play went right, the game could have been tied, or you could have been up by a point, or whatever the situation.
Unfortunately, as we mentioned, North Decatur for the boys, they're playing Greensburg right now. Unfortunately, neither one of us have anybody that we know that could be at that game right now. So unfortunately, we're not able to bring you an update on that, but we do want to let everyone know too, as we mentioned, the girls beating Milan earlier, or last night, their next game is next Tuesday at Jacksonville. And that'll be around a 7:30 start-ish, whatever you want to call it. Last year, South beat Jacksonville on this home floor last year by a final of 43-38. And that was the first time South had beaten Jacksonville in quite a long time.
Wow.
Jacksonville's got a new head coach here, so it'll be interesting to see how things will look for the girls on Tuesday. We will have a home doubleheader on Saturday next week on the 7th. The girls will be playing here at home against Oldenburg Academy. The JV game will tip off at noon. And then the boys, JV and varsity, will play against Tri-High, which is a potential sectional opponent this year.
Yes.
And also, speaking of North Decatur, North is a sectional opponent possibly this year too, with the new classifications for this year.
Correct.
So it's interesting to see how that'll turn out. Of course, we're still several months away from sectional time, but with that, halftime is about to end, and halftime has been brought to you tonight by Stone's Farm Service, serving Decatur County and all of southeastern Indiana for over 30 years with quality equipment and a service department that can't be beat. Strong, stable, still Stone's on East Main Street in Greensburg. As we hear the South Decatur school song playing over the PA speakers. As we are about to start the second half, it looks like from our vantage point, Zach, that Trinity Lutheran will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah, I believe you're right, Seth. I think they do start with ball. Yes, they do. I'm just looking for South to keep battling, man. I mean, 10 you're not down much, man. 10 points in an 8-minute quarter is not a lot.
And 10-point lead in start of the second half is manageable. So Brooks will inbound to Sinclair. Sinclair will bring the ball up. He'll bring it back to Brooks. Brooks passes it to Lang. Gets it down to King inside. Mismatch and gets it inside to Gillespie. Gillespie with a nice inside shot. South now down by 12. Drake Skaggs with the ball. Brings it up to Templeton. Templeton looks inside, can't find an open man. Takes it outside to Grady Scudder. Scudder with the ball. Passes it to Bryant. Bryant takes it inside, just below the free throw line. Back to Templeton. Templeton will take a little floater. No good. Rebounded by King. King takes it to Lang. Lang will take it inside. A little floater up and no good. In and out. Rebounded by Ballard. Ballard will take it to Drake Skaggs. He'll bring it up the floor. Skaggs look for someone open. He'll take it inside, and we got a foul. That'll be on King. That'll be his third here in the first half. And third quarter sponsor, as we mentioned that, sponsored by Napoleon State Bank. With over 100 years in banking, Napoleon State Bank offers 3 locations in Decatur County: Lincoln Street, West Ridge Parkway, and in Westport. Napoleon State Bank third quarter sponsor. Drake Skaggs hits his first free throw of the third quarter.
And that's brought to you by Buy-Ride Auto.
Buy-Ride Auto free throws for Drake Skaggs here for South Decatur. 7:05 just started the third quarter. And misses the second one, rebounded by King. Lang with the ball, brings it up to Brooks. Brooks passes it back to King. King looks for Sinclair. Sinclair is open, and he might be left open three, no good. And South can't grab the rebound. It's going to be last touch by South Decatur. I'm not sure about that one. That one looked like it was last touch by Trinity Lutheran on that one. However, Trinity will get the lucky roll of the dice and get the ball back. Brooks passes inside to Gillespie. Inside to King. King looks inside. Scudder, nice defense, however, is going to get called for the foul.
Grady played good defense right there. The only thing he did is when he had his hands up, he came down with his right hand, and the official's going to call that every time.
Yep. As Coach T's arguing with one of the officials, King will take a free throw shot, up and good. 39-27 with 6:39 remaining in the third quarter. Just getting started here in the third quarter. King will shoot a second free throw, up and good. Drake Skaggs will bring the ball up for South Decatur. Seth Galt, Zach Ludell here with you, live at South Decatur High School. Glad you could be with us here tonight. Lucas Ballard with the ball, looks inside. Drake Skaggs with the ball. He takes it inside and good. Gillespie inside. That was a quick turnaround play for Trinity Lutheran with the score. Gillespie with the score. Templeton with the fast pace. Off the backboard, no good. Might have been blocked. Lang with the ball. Back to Sinclair. Sinclair takes it inside to King, and he will take a shot. And in little floater, it is good. Timeout called by South Decatur. It will be a full timeout, I believe. It is a full timeout. We'll take a break. We'll be back after this.
The Black Friday sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram. Through the month of November, the crew at Acres have special deals, extra incentives, and rebates too on all new vehicles on the lot. New 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees, Compasses and Wranglers, 2025 Dodge Durangos, new Chrysler Pacificas, and new 2025 Ram pickups. And the savings include all the remaining new 2024 inventory as well. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood during the Black Friday sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler certified.
And we are back here at South Decatur High School on WTRE Radio on YouTube. 44-29 is your score. Less than 6 minutes to go in the third quarter. South Decatur just called a timeout. And Drake Skaggs will bring the ball up the floor. He is dead near us. Passes it to Lucas Ballard near half court. Back to Skaggs. He'll pass it over to Aiden Bryant. Look in the corner for Templeton. Skaggs with the ball. He takes it inside. Passes it outside to Bryant for three. No good. As Templeton tried to grab the offensive board but could not get it. Slips out of his hands, out of bounds. And the ball will go back to Trinity Lutheran. 44-29 is your score, as Bo Brooks for Trinity Lutheran will bring the ball up the floor for Trinity Lutheran. He takes a look back to Hudson Lang. Takes it to Braxton Sinclair. Sinclair passes it to Gillespie. King with the ball inside, guarded by Riker Martin. He gets a shot no good, rebounded by Ballard. One-handed pass inside to Aiden Bryant. Back to Riker Martin. Caden Templeton. I think I might have said his name wrong. Carson Templeton. Oh boy. Slam jam for Gillespie. He was wide open on that. South Decatur kind of gave up on that one. South with the ball. 4:50 to go. South Decatur down by 17. Skaggs still with the ball. Inside, we have a foul. And, we got a double technical. Double technical foul. That will mean Gage King will pick up his fourth personal. We'll get the official call from the officials in just a moment, but a little aggressive on that last play, ends up with a double technical foul.
Yeah.
And I believe with the double technical foul, if I'm not mistaken, but do both teams get free throws or not?
Yes. Believe so, yes.
As we're still figuring the situation out with the technical fouls here. Again, third quarter sponsor by Napoleon State Bank.
Looks like we're going to get the official call here. And
so we had a personal foul first on number 5, Gage King.
So that would be 6, I think.
Fourth foul.
That goes in as his fourth personal foul.
But then if he has a technical.
Then if he has a technical foul,
it'd be
that's
5.
That's 5, so he's out.
Double technical foul. 5. Trinity Lutheran number 5, Gage King.
And then it also goes back to, I mean, Lucas tried to step in to break it up, but the official's going to see the retaliation.
Yes.
Always. It's always the second person.
Yes.
So they seen that, and that's why the double technical was issued.
Yes. So with the double, so we had a personal foul first on King, made it his fourth. Then we had the double technical. So Gage King got one of the technicals for Trinity Lutheran. He's gone. He's out of the rest of the game. That he just picked up his 5th personal. Lucas Ballard picked up a personal foul. It'll be his first. And with that, South Decatur with 2 team fouls, Trinity Lutheran with 3. And because of the double technical, South will get the ball back. Carson Templeton will fake a 3. He'll take it inside, though. He'll get the bucket. 46-31, 4:30 to go. Lang passes to Brooks. Brooks will lose it. Turned over. Drake Skaggs with the steal. He looks inside. Takes it outside to Templeton. He'll shoot a 3. No good. Rebounded by Logan Shetman, who dominated in the junior varsity game earlier tonight. Brooks with the ball. He'll take it to Sinclair. Sinclair takes it inside to Gillespie. Gillespie back to Brooks, back to Lang. Lang with a couple dribbles, and we will have a foul. That'll be on Carson Templeton. That'll be his second, team's third for South Decatur. In a way, that double technical and that little break in between kind of helped South a little bit, but at the same time, not so much.
Right.
Trey Lutheran back with the ball after the foul. Brooks with the ball, brings it up the floor, guarded by Templeton. Lang with the ball, guarded by Drake Skaggs. Sinclair guarded by Bain Bryant. Gillespie down and into Shetman. We have a jump ball.
And that's what you want from your guard. If they get it down there and they're being posted up in the post, you want them to try to get that jump ball.
The one thing I've learned about jump balls, especially if you're down underneath, you have a good guard like that, never take a dribble. 9 times out of 10, you'll get a jump ball.
Correct. And if you're a big man, that's what you got to know. If you have a guard on you, don't put the ball on the ground. Just go up.
Absolutely. We had a miscommunication on the possession arrow. South Decatur actually will get the possession on that jump ball. So South will bring the ball up. Aiden Bryant takes it to his left side, passes it to Lucas Ballard. He shoots a 3, and that is a Globe Asphalt 3 for South Decatur. 46-34. Lang with the ball, got away with the push-off, but we'll get the layup. We have a timeout. Trinity Lutheran, it is a full timeout. We'll take a quick commercial break. 48-34 your score. We'll take a timeout after this.
In Decatur County, acceptable items you can recycle include aluminum and steel cans, glass bottles and jars, plastic tubs, jugs, and bottles, paper products like cardboard, newspapers, magazines, office paper, and all that unwanted junk mail. Items that are not accepted include plastic bags and styrofoam. Decatur County has permanent recycling sites in Greensburg, St. Paul, Lake Santee, and Westport, with mobile recycling the first and second Saturdays of the month. Remember to reduce, reuse, and recycle.
And we are back live here at South Decatur High School in South Decatur Cougar Country here tonight. Seth Galt, Zach Luddle here with you. Hope you've been enjoying the broadcast so far tonight. South Decatur does trail Trinity Lutheran 48-34 with 3 minutes and 21 seconds remaining in quarter number 3. A couple days before Thanksgiving.
Yes.
As we are approaching the holiday season just as quickly as we thought we couldn't get away from it, Zach.
I know it.
Doesn't seem like this time last year we were in holiday season, and here we are again.
I know, yeah. They all just fly by when you get older, man.
I will have to say, though, Thanksgiving is probably one of my favorite holidays of the year, just because we get to eat a bunch of food and pig out for a couple of days.
Man, you can't forget the best part. You got football on all day.
Amen to that. We'll talk about those 3 NFL football games here in a little bit, as we have an issue with the book here at the scores table, trying to figure stuff out. Again, South Decatur will play North Decatur next Friday night, 6 o'clock JV time. That game is at North Decatur. Also do want to let people know that Fireside Inn folks will be doing a fried chicken dinner on that night from 5 to 7 o'clock. There at North Decatur next week for the North-South game. So if you want some fried chicken next week from Fireside Inn, get you some good fried chicken. As they're trying to figure the books out, they're going to take the teams back to their benches. So let's take another 30-second timeout, Zach, and we'll be back right after this.
They've got some tire deals going on at Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg. Right now, get up to $200 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And the harvest is underway. Farmers, don't let tire problems slow you down. The Goodyear service trucks come to you to get production up and rolling again. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
And we're back here at South Decatur High School. I think we're now just getting the stuff figured out. Ben Wilkerson, one of our head official tonight, a South Decatur graduate. Reffin back on his home floor tonight. Drake Skaggs will bring the ball up the floor for South Decatur. South Decatur trails 48-34, 3:15 to go in the third quarter. Drake looking for a good play for South Decatur. He'll pass it back to the top of the key to Aiden Bryant. Back to the right wing to Skaggs. Carson Templeton with the shot. Fakes the three. Takes it inside. Little jumper. Rolled around the rim, and it is good. Templeton with a nice bucket there. 2:50 to go in the third quarter. Hudson Lang to Sinclair. Sinclair to Gillespie outside. Nicely guarded by Lucas Ballard. Hudson Lang takes it to the free throw line. He shot nothing but air. South Decatur will get the ball back. And Isaac Darlich is now back in for Trinity Lutheran. And I would say after that play, might have been a good time for him to come out for Trinity Lutheran for Hudson Lang. South Decatur with the ball back. Drake to Bryant. Bryant takes it to his left side to Riker Martin. Martin takes it to Templeton. Back inside to Martin. And we have
No shot.
no shot.
Just calling it on the floor.
Foul is on the floor. 33. Logan Shetman will pick up the foul. That'll be his first. Team number 4. So the third quarter, Trinity Lutheran does not have a foul to give remaining. As South Decatur will go into the bonus on the next non-shooting foul. Hudson Lang back in for Trinity Lutheran. Drake Skaggs to inbound, passes it to inside to Lucas Ballard. Lucas Ballard with a little spin move. Shot no good. And out of bounds. It'll be last touch by Templeton for South Decatur. And it'll be Trinity Lutheran ball. 2:16 remaining in the third quarter. Jake Holland back in for the Cougars of Trinity Lutheran. Sinclair will inbound to Hudson Lang. Lang will take the ball inside to Sinclair. Sinclair takes it inside to Holland, I should say. Lang shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by Shetman. And we have a traveling violation. Traveling violation there for Trinity Lutheran. South Decatur will get the ball back. 2 minutes and a second in the third quarter. South looking to get some points on the board. They're down by 12. Still a bunch of time left in this game, but it could go down quickly. Drake Skaggs for three, no good. Rebound by Shetman for Trinity Lutheran. Darlidge to Lang. Lang go get it inside and almost turn the ball over, and we'll have a foul. That'll be on Drake Skaggs. Be his first.
Cougars number 11, Drake Skaggs. His first personal, team's fourth.
And team number 4, so no more fouls to give for either team here in the third quarter with 98 seconds to go. Darlidge will inbound to Lang. Lang brings the ball up, passes it to Sinclair. Sinclair will take it inside. Inside and a bucket for good for Sinclair. 50-36. Less than 90 seconds to go in the third quarter. Templeton takes it inside. Avoided contact, but the shot no good. Lang brings the ball up. 3-on-1. And Skaggs, he's Lang. Beats Skaggs on the inside. Carson Templeton fakes a three, no good inside. Oh, little circus move for Drake Skaggs. The shot goes in. Less than a minute to go in the third quarter. Lang brings the ball up for Trinity Lutheran. He takes it coast to coast inside. He gets another bucket, 54-38. Skaggs inside to Templeton. We got a foul and one. Carson Templeton with the basket and a foul. And Jake Holland will be called for the foul, his first. Team number 5, so South Decatur was in the bonus. However, that was on the shot. South Decatur has a free throw. It is a by-right auto free throw coming up for Templeton. Shot is up, and the shot is no good. Rebounded by Holland. Hudson Lang brings the ball back up the floor for Trinity Lutheran. He'll take a deep three. Shot no good. Rebounded by Shetman. Darledge with the three. No good. And that ball's going to be last touched by Trinity Lutheran. South Decatur
I
gets
do want
the
to
ball
say,
back.
about 2 minutes ago, I got a text. At halftime, North Decatur was up 27-24 over Greensburg.
There you have it, 27-24 at halftime. As we're about to end the third quarter, 22 seconds remaining. South Decatur down 54-40. Aiden Bryant with the ball inside to Lucas Ballard on the corner. Lucas Ballard takes it inside. Shot, no good off the net. And it will be a turnover, and Trey Lutheran gets the ball back. Hudson will bring the ball up the floor quickly as he will take it inside with a little floater. Shot up, no good. Rebounded by Drake Skaggs. Drake's going to take a shot, half court. And that shot's off the front of the rim and no good. That is the end of quarter number 3. Your score, South Decatur 40, Trinity Lutheran 54. We'll be back with the fourth quarter in just a moment.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
And we're back here at South Decatur High School, getting ready to start the fourth quarter, which is brought to you by Russ Hubler Ford, offering new and pre-owned vehicles, exceptional car care, and customer service with a smile. Fourth quarter sponsored tonight by Russ Hubler Ford. Brooks with the ball to start the fourth quarter for Trinity Lutheran. Hudson Lang with the ball now. He takes a couple of dribbles inside and takes a shot, no good. Rebounded by Riker Martin of South Decatur. Drake Skaggs will bring the ball up the floor. South Decatur will need to hustle as Lucas Ballard hits a three off the front of the rim, no good. He gets his own rebound. Lucas Ballard takes to Drake Skaggs. Shot in the corner. Three for Drake Skaggs. That is a Globe Asphalt three. Lang to Brooks, back to Lang. Lang will take it to Gillespie. Will get the shot and a foul. Sinclair with the assist. As South Decatur with the foul. Lucas Ballard with the foul. That is second personal. Team's first of the quarter. And Gillespie will shoot one from the line.
South's trying to play that full court press, but it got broke pretty quick.
And the three-point play opportunity is good for Trinity Lutheran. 57-43. 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 7 minutes to go left in the game. Skaggs to Templeton. Templeton looks inside. He takes it inside himself for Templeton. We've got a foul and basket and a foul. Templeton with the basket and a foul. He'll get a three-point play opportunity as Jake Holland will get called for the foul for Trinity Lutheran. It's his second, team's first of the quarter for Trinity Lutheran, as we have a Byride Auto free throw for Carson Templeton coming up here. 57-45, 7:01 remaining in the game. Templeton, three-point play. It is good. It is now an 11-point lead as Trinity Lutheran gets an inside bucket for Gillespie. That shot is good. 13-point lead. Drake Skaggs brings the ball up the floor as he gets fouled and one as well. You're just getting three-point opportunities back and forth here in this fourth quarter.
Yes.
Drake Skaggs will have a Byride Auto free throw.
And if South wants to come back in this game and they want to play that full court press, you got to stop the ball from being skipped from the corner here by the bench,
right,
cross court to the far corner.
Yep. Drake Skaggs will shoot the free throw, no good. It's going to be out of bounds. Last touch by South Decatur. Aiden Bryant had a hand on that one. As Trinity Lutheran will get the ball out of bounds. Brooks will inbound to Hudson Lang. It looks like a 1-2-2 zone.
Yep.
As we have, Brooks about to turn the ball over. Gets it back to Hudson Lang. And Aiden Bryant will get the steal. As he does get the steal. It's a turnover for Trinity Lutheran. Templeton to Martin. Martin with the bucket for the Cougars, down to a 9-point lead. Darledge to Brooks to Lang to Sinclair, back to Lang, back to Sinclair. Sinclair takes it outside to Brooks. Darledge will shoot a three. Off the front of the rim, no good. Rebounded by Riker. Martin, however, his foot happens to be out of bounds. And it will be a South Decatur turnover.
And you heard the chants there from the cheer block. He's a freshman.
Yeah.
So
Trinity Lutheran has called a timeout. It is a full timeout. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll be back after this.
They've got some tire deals going on at Walters Tire, your Goodyear dealer in Greensburg. Right now, get up to $200 back in online or mail-in rebates on the purchase of 4 select Goodyear or Kelly tires when you use your Goodyear credit card. And the harvest is underway. Farmers, don't let tire problems slow you down. The Goodyear service trucks come to you to get production up and rolling again. Walters Tire at 220 West Main in Greensburg. Phone 812-663-7551.
And we're back here at South Decatur High School. 59-50 is your score. Trinity Lutheran with a 9-point lead here in the fourth quarter. As 6 minutes remaining in this game. And I think I just saw officials say 1 timeout remaining for both teams. So Trinity Lutheran will get the ball. They inbounded Hudson Lang. Lang's had a good game for Trinity Lutheran so far tonight. Although they have struggled here in the second half without their big man, Gage King, after he got fouled out in the third quarter. Brooks back to Lang. Lang takes it to Sinclair. He'll pass the ball back to Darledge. Back to Lang, inside to Brooks. Gillespie with the shot, 2-point shot. It is good with a little jumper. Trinity Lutheran back with a double-digit lead, 11 now. Skaggs with the ball. He is getting almost double-teamed. Now back to man-to-man. Skaggs to Templeton. He'll shoot a three. He'll get a possible 4-point play.
wow.
As you have a Globe Asphalt three-pointer and a Byride Auto free throw for a possible 4-point play. How about them?
Wow.
Wow.
What is that? 4 of the last 5 possessions down the floor have been and ones.
Hey, if you can give them and one opportunities, you're going to get back in this game.
Absolutely.
Templeton with the free throw. Byride Auto free throw. It is good. 7-point down by 7. Trinity Lutheran brings the ball up. Sinclair to Darledge. Darledge backs it to Sinclair. Drake Skaggs about with a turnover. Darledge gets the ball back. Sinclair inside. Shot no good. Rebounded by Lucas Ballard. Lucas will bring the ball up. Passes it to Templeton. Templeton will pass it to Drake Skaggs inside to Grady Scudder. He gets it inside for 2. South getting back in this ball game. Hudson Lang inside. No foul called. Foul called there as Gillespie will get another bucket and one opportunity for Trinity Lutheran. Lucas Ballard with the foul on that one. He just picked up his third, so he has to be careful. Lucas has not had a bad game so far tonight, especially after coming back from that Achilles injury.
Right.
Gillespie will shoot a free throw up and good. It is an 8-point lead for Trinity Lutheran with 4 minutes and 40 seconds to go in the game. Drake Skaggs will bring the ball up. He takes it inside with a little spin move, a little circus shot, no good. He gets his own rebound and a bucket. South's now getting them second chance opportunities, and that's what you need when you're down by points. Sinclair with the little spin move and good. Got away with the push off, but gets the bucket anyway. 66-58. Your score. Drake Skaggs looked for a three, no good. Templeton will take a shot inside, no good. No, it is no good. Bounced off the rim, off the board, no good. Rebound by Brooks. Brooks will take it to Lang, passes it inside to Sinclair, and Drake will tip it out of bounds. Possession stays with Trinity Lutheran. Less than 4 minutes to go in this one. Darledge will inbound to Lang, passes it back to Darledge. Darledge takes it back to Lang at the top of the key. Darledge at the wing. Back to Brooks. Lang will shoot a deep three off the right side of the rim. No good. Rebounded by Lutheran. Gillespie with the rebound basket. Back to a 10-point lead. South Decatur still in this one, but they got to get it quick. Drake Skaggs with the ball. Back to Templeton. He'll take it inside to Scudder. Lucas Ballard with the ball. He'll pass it back to Scudder. Back to Skaggs. Skaggs with a deep three. No good. Nothing but air. And that will be a Trinity Lutheran possession ball. Back with them. 3:15 to go. South Decatur down by 10, 58-68. Trinity Lutheran has called a timeout. It is a full timeout.
We'll keep it here.
We'll keep it here. 68-58 your score.
I mean, South, when they had those last couple times, they had all those and ones. I mean, that brought them back in, but they're breaking down on defense a little bit. You can tell that they're getting fatigued.
Yep. You heard all that.
Game one is always where you figure out how much more you need to take in practice to be in shape.
Absolutely. You know, you and I were both here, what was it, a little over a week ago when they had their Cougar Craze night.
Yes.
And,
you
know, don't get me wrong, you know, we look good, but, you know, when you're playing against, you know, your other teammates, it's
different.
It's totally different.
Because you know everybody and you know what they can do.
Yeah, exactly. The one key that Trinity Lutheran's been able to do is get it to Gillespie. He's had a huge night here tonight, especially after Gage King got fouled out earlier. South Decatur's going to go to a 1-2-2, maybe a 1-2-2 possible full court. Lang with the ball. He takes it inside. We have an offensive foul. Offensive foul is called on Hudson Lang.
We'll see how many of those this year the Cougars draw.
We will see, but they have to be careful. The officials could determine whether it's an actual foul or if it's a flop, and if it is, there's a new flop rule this year. We forgot to talk about that, but we have a traveling violation on the other end. South Decatur turns the ball over, and Trinity Lutheran will get the ball back. 3:04 remaining in this one. South Decatur still trails 68-58 as we have a bench warning for the head coach of Trinity Lutheran. He's got to be careful. Next outburst will be a technical foul.
He's looking at their point guard, Lang. He has 4, so he's telling him to be smart. So Definitely the thing you want to do with your best player on the floor right now.
Either take the ball with Lang or get it inside to Gillespie. St. Clair's had a good 3-2. Gillespie with the ball, he takes it inside, and he gets his own rebound. But we'll turn the ball over. Templeton brings the ball up the 4-4 South. Passes it to Skaggs. Templeton with the ball back. He takes a little floater. Templeton with a shot, and good. 68-60. 2:35 left in this one. Hudson Lang with the ball, passes it to Darledge. Darledge has got more playing time in this one so far than what I'm sure they expected. Turn the ball over again. Skaggs with the ball. Lucas Ballard will shoot. He spins, shoots a three, no good. Rebounded by Grady Scudder. Almost turned over again. Lucas Ballard with a shot. In and around, and it is good. 2 minutes to go in this one. 6-point lead for Trinity Lutheran. South's getting back in this one, but they want to win. They got to get quick. And we have a blocking foul.
I don't know about that one. I truly don't know about that one. I thought that might have been offensive.
It could, honestly, from sitting up here, Zach, it could have gone either way.
See, and that's why I'm not wearing the stripes.
Right, exactly. Exactly.
They see something that we don't.
So that foul was on Aiden Bryant. That's the second, team's third. Brooks will pass it to Darledge, back to Brooks. Brooks will have the ball, and South touched it, lost out of bounds. Possession stays with Trinity Lutheran. 1:39 to go in the game. Both teams still have one timeout remaining in this one, as Brooks will take it and pass it to Hudson Lang. Lang passes it to Sinclair. Lang back with the ball. And Gillespie with the shot, and good. About had another slammer. Drake Skaggs with the ball. He'll take it inside, and about got away with the travel. Stolen by Lang. Lang with the layup. And we have a lane violation on the inbounds. South Decatur turns the ball over on the inbounds. South Decatur they're going to call a timeout. That's their last timeout. It is a full timeout. We'll take a break here from this one. 72-62 your score. We'll be back after this.
Your Greensburg H&R Block is open year-round. Give us a call to discuss business services regarding your bookkeeping, payroll, taxes, or advice. 812-663-7608.
The Black Friday sales event is underway at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram through the month of November. The crew at Acres have special deals, extra incentives, and rebates too on all new vehicles on the lot. New 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokees, Compasses, and Wranglers, 2025 Dodge Durangos, new Chrysler Pacificas, and new 2025 Ram pickups. And the savings include all the remaining new 2024 inventory as well. See Josh Camplain, Tony DiLoretto, Kevin Milburn, Dan Rubel, or Steve Garwood during the Black Friday sales event at Acre Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Greensburg.
And we're back here at South Decatur Junior Senior High School. First game, opening game of the season for South Decatur. South Decatur trails 72-62 with 1 minute and 10 seconds left in the game. Trinity Lutheran will have the ball as South Decatur just turned the ball over. Brooks will pass it in to Sinclair. Sinclair brings it out back to Hudson Lang. Drake Skaggs, nice defense for Skaggs. Back to Brooks. Back to Lang in the corner. Brooks with the ball. Passes it to Darledge. And Carson Templeton will take a foul. That is our last foul to give in.
And as Coach Wildy would say, we always called the color red when it was time to foul.
Yep. That was their last foul to give in this quarter. Templeton picked up his third as Lang about lost it. He'll take it, bring it back up as South will foul once again. Drake Skaggs picks up the foul, his second personal, team's fifth. Trinity Lutheran is in the bonus. As Hudson Lang will shoot two from the line, 44.2 remaining in this one. First shot is up and good for Hudson Lang. He'll have one more at the line, 44 and 2/10 remaining in the game. Hudson Lang will take a couple dribbles and shoot one more free throw as that shot is up and it is good. 74-62. Lucas Ballard with the ball, passes it to Templeton. Templeton looks for a shot, doesn't take it, passes it back to Ballard. Passes it inside to Scudder. Bryant with the ball, takes it to the left, shoots with his left, no good. He will get two from the free throw line.
Foul on Trinity. Number 24, Isaac Darledge.
Isaac Darledge will pick up his first foul. Team number 5. As Aiden Bryant will shoot two by right auto free throws. First shot is up and good. 63-74, 32.7 remaining. South Decatur does not have a timeout left. Trinity Lutheran with one left in this one. Aiden Bryant's second free throw up and good. Inbounded to Hudson Lang, 30 seconds remaining. As, don't know if South will try to foul. I don't know if they can. Sinclair passes it to Darledge. And Carson Templeton will pick up another foul. That is his fourth.
Foul on the Cougars, number 1, Carson Templeton, his fourth.
Darledge will shoot two from the line for Trinity Lutheran. As the clock dwindles away on this one, Darledge misses his first. Still a 10-point lead, but it's been done before, but not very often.
Yeah.
Not very often, especially in high school. Darledge will hit his second one, 75-64, 19 seconds to go. As South Decatur will shoot a three, no good. Rebounded by Aiden Bryant. He will take a lefty, no good. Rebounded by Brooks. He gets fouled and will shoot two from the line. Bo Brooks.
Number 11, Drake
And Drake Skaggs will pick up the foul on that one. It'll be his third here in this one. Bodie Brooks. I've said that name wrong all night long, but it's okay. Hope everyone understands. Brooks' first shot is up and good. 76-64 is your score. 8.5 seconds remaining. Trinity Lutheran will start off the season 1-0. South Decatur will start the season 0-1 on this season. Second free throw is up and good. Lucas Ballard will shoot a deep three from the volleyball line. No good. Rebounded by Gillespie. And this one is over. Your final score tonight from South Decatur High School: Trinity Lutheran 64 and Trinity Lutheran 77, South Decatur 64. And with that, we'll be back in just a couple moments with the post-game wrap-up. We'll be back after this timeout.
We all make preparations for our family's well-being in case of an accident or job loss, but it's just as important to plan ahead for the inevitable, to record and communicate our end-of-life wishes to help ease the stress and emotional burden on our families. Helping our neighbors plan ahead with no cost or obligation is what Gilliland Howe Funeral Home does best. Planning your own funeral arrangements in advance is one of the greatest gifts you can give your loved ones. It can help eliminate guesswork for your family, and with our complimentary assistance, it's actually very simple to do. Give us a call at Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, 812-663-8341.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise, it's a guarantee. We have a trained, low-pressure sales staff ready to serve you. We have a service department with Chrysler-certified technicians with years of experience and all the latest diagnostic equipment. Service before and after the sale. Why go anywhere else? Please visit us at Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep or online 24 hours a day at BatesvilleChryslerDodgeJeep.com.
Sports are being brought to you in part by Chris Tebby with Hamilton and Tebby Law Office in Greensburg. Hamilton and Tebby specialize in business, estate, and family law, criminal defense, guardianships, wills, trusts, and more. Hamilton and Tebby Law Office is located at 117 South Broadway in Greensburg. If the ball's in your court, call 812-663-4082 about their legal services today.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Buy Right Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's used car superstore, Buy Right Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Buy Right Auto, Greensburg's used car superstore.
Is there a possibility I could borrow that, because that way we get point stats anyway? Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. Send me a picture of it.
All right. Back here at South Decatur High School for the post game. Post game brought to you by Tab Furniture. Time to go home and get in the Lazy Boy. If you don't have one, Tab Furniture has this area's largest selection of Lazy Boys. Score with a Lazy Boy. So Seth getting some game stats here. Just from what I could see, it was a hard-fought battle. Very, very tough, both teams. And Trinity Lutheran, very, very scrappy, very good shooters. Trinity Lutheran is definitely very, 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 very good at shooting.
Yes. So the final tonight, 77-64, Trinity Lutheran with the win. We'll get stats here in just a few moments as far as points and whatnot. Would have been nice if we had Jim up here. that way you two could have done the game, and then I could have done stats. But we understand Jim had some issues he had to take care of tonight, which all in all, can't complain. But South does need to work on a little bit. It is the first game of the year.
Right.
Overall, South did play pretty well for the most part.
Yeah.
A few mistakes here and there that cost them throughout the game, but overall, South didn't play too bad.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see what Coach T has to say about what his thoughts were on the game and what they need to improve on.
Right.
So I'm looking forward to see what he says after his first game here.
Yep.
So.
All right. So we do have some stats here. Let's see here. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18. So Drake Skaggs had 19. For those who are looking here from the book. Mm-hmm. Lucas Ballard had 3 threes, along with a deuce, so he had 11. Carson Templeton also scored well tonight. He had 3, 5, 7, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 20, 21, 22. So Carson Templeton, the leading scorer for South Decatur tonight, with 22 points. And for Trinity Lutheran, Cade Gillespie, that was the name that we said a lot tonight. He had a lot of points tonight. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26, 28, 29.
Wow.
29 points for Cade Gillespie tonight for Trinity Lutheran. So overall, Trinity Lutheran looked good as they take the W here tonight. Want to let everyone know, too, while we're thinking of it, of course, South's next game is next Friday, December the 6th, against North Decatur at North Decatur. The JV game will tip off at 6 o'clock, and the broadcast start probably about 7 o'clock, about like tonight, wouldn't you say?
Yeah.
For next Friday?
Yeah.
And then they'll be then the boys will be home next Saturday on December the 7th, as the South Decatur will take on Tri-High in the boys' game. The girls will play later or early in the afternoon on that Saturday against Oldenburg Academy next Saturday here at home. So there could possibly have a double broadcast here on WTRE. But for more information on that, check out our website, WTREradio.com. For all of Decatur County sports updates.
Still waiting on Coach T to get out here. He's talking to the boys.
As we wait for Coach T to come back out here, we want to thank all of our sponsors here again tonight. Our platinum sponsors for Decatur County Sports on WTRE Radio, brought to you in part by Gilliland Howe Funeral Home, Acre Automotive, Decatur County Recycling, and Byright Auto. Our trio sponsors tonight brought to you by Walters Tire, Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, and Hamilton Tebby Law Offices. The school sponsor for all Decatur County schools brought to you by H&R Block. Our three-point sponsor tonight was Globe Asphalt. Also, our free throw sponsor was sponsored by Byright Auto. Our quarter sponsors, want to thank all four of them: Malone Staffing, Decatur County Memorial Hospital, the Napoleon State Bank, and Russ Hubler Ford. Again, our Hillbilly Corner pregame sponsor tonight, Hillbilly Corner, and halftime sponsor brought to you by Stone's Farm Service, and postgame tonight is brought to you by Taft Furniture. We did forget to mention this, that our cheer block sponsor tonight is brought to you in part by Levenstein's Abbey Carpet. And as we're still waiting on Coach T to come out here, we'll let everyone know Thursday is Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So we do want to let everyone know and have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday this weekend, and also to stay warm as the weather is going to turn awfully cold coming up. Matter of fact, I think it's on Friday.
Yeah, and lucky me. Even though I'm not an Indiana football fan, I'm a big Ohio State fan. One of my dad's friends has tickets to the IU Purdue game Saturday, and it's supposed to be 34 degrees, and I'm like, well, this is going to be the coldest college football game I've ever been to. So
34 degrees with some possible snow on the ground,
right?
by then.
And the even worse part, I think I saw the game is, I think it's 7 o'clock kickoff.
Oh my!
So I'm like, well, even better.
Oh my! We mentioned, with obviously Thanksgiving being on Thursday and whatnot. Check into your local stations for the upcoming Thursday Thanksgiving football games coming up on Thursday, starting at 12:30. The Chicago Bears and the now 10-1 Detroit Lions. Tell you what, those Lions have had a heck of a season this year.
Oh yeah, definitely.
I think it was yesterday. I think they're now favored to make it to the Super Bowl this year if they haven't been all season.
Wow.
Then, of course, you've got the Dallas Cowboys and New York Giants, which both of those teams, unfortunately, have not been doing too well this year.
I know. I hate to say it. I know the Cowboys have been very bad.
And then the Thanksgiving night game is going to be the Miami Dolphins and Green Bay Packers Thursday night. So those are going to be your Thursday night NFL games. We're still waiting on Coach T to come out here that we can chat with him for a second. With that in mind, let's take a couple more commercial breaks. Hope he'll be back out here in a couple of minutes. This is the WTRE post-game show brought to you by Taft Furniture. We'll be back in just a few moments.
Striving to be the best in the classroom or in their sport makes up a student athlete. Byright Auto has the same goals. Treating our guests to the best buying experience is the goal line. Beat the buzzer and come to Greensburg's Used Car Superstore, Byright Auto, 920 North Michigan Avenue. Experience the great service from our team. Can't make it in? Call in your play to 812-662-9922. Byright Auto, Greensburg's Used Car Superstore.
This is Michelle Galk with Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep. With over 30 years of experience in the car business, we know the key to success is providing superior customer service before and after the sale. At Batesville Chrysler Dodge Jeep, service is not just a promise.
And we're back here at South Decatur High School. We're now being joined by South Decatur head coach Josh Terwilliger. And coach, first game of the season didn't look the way you wanted to, but you did. I'm sure you saw some good things and some bad things here tonight.
Yeah, definitely. The first quarter, you take out the first quarter and then the garbage free throws at the end, we really outplayed them quarters 2, 3, 4. So I'm proud of the effort of those guys. You know, having a young, inexperienced roster, it would have been very easy for them to say, you know what, we're going to abandon the plans and do other things. And I was proud of them because they really did the things that we asked them to do, and we just got to clean things up.
Right. Carson Templeton had 22 tonight. He stepped up pretty big for South tonight, especially with his first game being here on the South Decatur floor. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Carson came out and did the things that we need him to do. I'm real proud of him for that. You know, he definitely is a three-point threat at all times, but we've been working on him being more than just a three-point threat and
right.
drive in and those things, and he did it. He's learning the balance, you know. If we can get, you know, the big three of Drake, Lucas, and Carson, I don't know what all three of them had. I'd have to look at the stats, but I'm sure they had the majority of our points. You know, they're going to do those things, and at some point they're going to, you know, focus on Carson. Then Drake and Lucas are going to stuck up.
Yep.
And other people. Grady did a great job. Riker Martin, freshman, came out there, gave us quality minutes. Did really well. Hit some, you know, he did really well. And then Aiden's solid too. We didn't get very far into the bench tonight, and that's something we got to work on. And, you know, we'll go from there.
Can you explain what happened with that double technical that happened between Lucas and the kid from Trinity?
So it's funny. The play we designed was there was a cut through, a slip through for a three. And I guess they got a little chippy with each other. I didn't see that part. All I saw was Lucas jump in. I thought the technical was on him. Not that he did anything. He was actually trying to break it up. But they both just got a little chippy. And then, you know, the guy pushed Lucas. Lucas pushed back. So that's why the technical. But the first foul was on Carson. And the double technical was Lucas and whatever number for them.
Okay.
But, yeah, it was more – you know, funny, Lucas, well, you know, he's not afraid to get in there and mix it up, but he was actually trying to kind of get in the middle of it, and then, you know, how it is, the second guy normally gets it.
So we don't know much, or at least I don't know much about you. I know Zach probably doesn't know much about you either. I've gotten to talk with you here a few times in the games that I've done on the PA. So tell us a little bit about yourself and where you've come from and how you got put into this situation.
So, I mean, you know, it's funny. I started coaching in 1997, and people look at me and they're like trying to do the math in their head. I definitely don't look 46. I feel like it. After games like this, I definitely feel like it. But you know, most of my background has been in girls basketball. I coached where I grew up, Goshen, Ohio. Started at Goshen High School. I went to Ursuline Academy for a few years. I was the head women's basketball coach at Cincinnati Christian University, NAIA school. Kind of took a little time off because I have my boys. They're now 19 and 17. Briefly came out of retirement, coached at Cooper for 1 year and Miami Valley Christian Academy right before COVID hit. And then we moved out here, and I knew at some point I wanted to get back in coaching. The ironic thing is I applied for this job 2 years ago.
Oh, wow.
Had an interview set up with Mr. Martin, but it just wasn't the right time on my end. And, you know, I'm kind of kicking myself now because I would have liked to have some of these guys, you know, from the beginning. But, you know, everything happens the way it's supposed to be. And, you know, we've got a lot of work to do. But I've got a lot of kids and a lot of young guys that are out there. They're giving me all their all, and I can't ask for more than that.
That's good to hear because, you know, Zach and I were talking a little bit ago. You know, we've had the last couple of years where we've had, you know, different coaches that, in our opinion, just didn't work well within our program. And now we're just trying to find that swing back of things. And the main thing that we've talked about is consistency. We haven't had consistency, for a very long time. So if we're able to get that consistency back, that'd be huge.
Well, probably since Zach was here. I mean, that was probably the last time it's really been consistent. You know, and it's no secret. We've got a very inexperienced younger roster. We're really missing the strong post play, and they exposed us tonight. And they did. Their bigs did what they needed to do on us. Number one, he was really good, and we did okay on him. But you know, more than anything, you know, we've got to figure out a way because teams with bigs are gonna try to capitalize on that.
Right. So, one last thing. Next Friday, of course we're on Thanksgiving, got a long break ahead of us. Next Friday, county rival game against North Decatur.
Buckle up. That's all I gotta say. It's new to me. Obviously, being new to all these schools, you're learning a lot. But I can try to play the PC card and say it's just another game, but it's not just another game.
Right.
I mean, it's going to be a packed house. I've been taking a very young, inexperienced roster again on the road to a hostile environment, and good, credit to them. PJ's got a good program going. He's got a system down. He's got a lot of returning players, and we know that our hands are going to be full. But nobody's going to feel sorry for us, and we're going to show up there ready to play.
What's the one thing you would take away from this game that you guys know what you would need to do better for North Decatur?
Well, definitely you can't start 17-6 down after the first quarter. We came out. We looked a little nervous, a little herky-jerky. It wasn't very smooth. And then we finally started settling in. So we have to start better. We just have to start stronger and better. And it wasn't that the guys weren't trying or anything like that. It's just, trying to get these guys to have confidence in each other and just consistency. I mean, you said it. That's really what it comes down to. And I think over the course of the year, you're going to see that with these guys. We're going to get more comfortable with each other. We're going to get more comfortable in the system that I'm wanting to run. And I feel like the success is going to be there.
All right, well, it looks like Rodney and the rest of the gang are trying to get the lights shut off so everybody can get out of here. So, Coach, we want to thank you for joining us here tonight.
Yeah,
and
thank you very much.
Good luck next week, and we'll see you then.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, that is going to be it here from South Decatur High School. Zach, you got anything left to say? All righty. We want to thank everyone for listening to us here tonight. And on behalf of WTRU Radio, for Zach Luddle, I'm Seth Galt. Thank you for joining us here tonight. Post-game sponsored tonight by Taft Furniture. Thank you for joining us again tonight. Everyone have a great Thanksgiving. Jim and Zach will be back next Friday for the North-South game at North Decatur next Friday night. Until then, everyone have a good night. We'll see you.